Merry Christmas from all of us here at CNB. I'm Siddharth Vinayak Patankar. We've got lots and lots for you on the program today. Now, end of the year is not just Christmas time, it's also when we wrap up the CNB Awards season. Plenty to share with you. We've got all our big winners on the program here with me today as well, and we'll take you through all of that. But first up, something I promised you last week, which is our second jury meet. And we're going to take you behind the scenes into the CNB AAA categories of our awards. That's, of course, where we decide all the winners from the marketing, PR, communications and advertising industries, which are, of course, related to the auto space. So it was quite an interesting jury meet. Lots of stalwarts, as always, joined us on the jury, and it was in Mumbai with my colleague Shruti Verma Singh. Let's take you through all the debate and discussion at that meet.
The All About Ads CNB category has been a popular one, with well-known faces from the advertising and media industry. This year on the jury, the big daddy of advertising and the media agency industry, Chairman and Managing Director of Madison, Sam Balsara. The man of the moment, Agnello Dias, co-founder of Taproot, known for his path-breaking creatives and also celebrated internationally for running the most creative agency in South Asia. Political analyst Dorab Sopariwala. Prema Sagar, principal and co-founder of Genesis Burson Stella India. NDTV's auto editor and anchor Siddharth Vinayak Patankar. And NDTV All About Ads Shruti Verma Singh. Agnello and Sam judged the most creative TVCs of the year.
Newer entrants in the auto market, I think, were a little bolder and more experimentative, whereas I think the older and more established ones tended to be more repetitive.
Catalog advertising has to reduce. Right now it's very often a case of lots of good shots of a car with supers and whatever story you can tell in between them. So the ones that won also are the ones that had a more human element or an emotional story.
Advertising works best when both client and agency takes risks.
The integrated category was judged by Sam, Dorab, Prema, Siddharth and Shruti.
To sell a car or to make a car a success or a two-wheeler a success today, it'll take a lot more than a clever TVC.
There were some really good integrated campaigns. Not too many, unfortunately, but congratulations to those who did a really good job on it.
The PR and communication category was judged by Sam, Prema, Siddharth and Shruti.
How you bring in the print, the television, the digital. Now everyone who loves that car because it looks so gorgeous will go to digital and see what are the comments being made about it, and also how does it compare with other automobiles.
The good news? Looking through the entries, there was certainly one unanimous thought that auto companies have definitely begun communicating better and more effectively. And finally, the big awards night came, where the winners were announced. The very first one was a tie between Nissan Evalia, Moves Like Music, and Renault Scala, Ye Dosti, for the best TV commercial in four-wheeler space.
Best TV commercial four-wheeler. It's a tie again. Nissan Evalia, Moves Like Music campaign, and Renault Scala, Ye Dosti campaign.
In two-wheeler category, again the space was shared between Hero Bike's Vroom Vroom commercial and Honda for its Dream Yuga.
The best TV commercial two-wheeler is Hero Bike's Vroom Vroom and Honda Dream Yuga.
The best integrated campaign went to Suzuki Hayate for successfully leveraging its association with its celebrity endorser Salman Khan.
The best integrated campaign, Suzuki Hayate.
The best PR and communication went to Ford for the publicity surrounding the launch of its EcoSport, which managed to create an anticipation for the SUV.
Best PR and communication campaign, Ford for EcoSport launch.
So that's always a lot of fun and lots of discussion and lots of opinions there as well. Especially nice to have people like Dora, Prema Sagar, of course Aggie. All of these people have so much experience and it's great to get their perspective. And as you saw, as always, we couldn't really decide on some winners. In certain categories there were ties, which is also reflective of the fact that you've got so much good work that's happening in our industry. Though I do want to make a quick point that the ad for Renault Scala, the one that actually got the prize, we do raise one objection there, and that's the fact that you have a small child sitting in the front seat of that car. Doesn't really send out the right message. All right, now all of those categories may have excited our jury, but there's one particular category that's also part of our CNB AAA series that always excites you, the viewer. That's of course the Brand Ambassador of the Year. And now let's quickly take a look at who we had as the nominees for this very coveted award this year. So lots of star power there from all the brands this year, but the winner in that category, Ranbir Kapoor for the Nissan Micra campaign. And guess what? We've got a bit of a treat for you because joining us right now on CNB is our Brand Ambassador of the Year. So Ranbir, thanks for speaking to us and sparing the time. And first off, congratulations on the big win for Brand Ambassador of the Year. Perhaps the first such award for you.
To be honest, whatever brands I endorse, I am in complete understanding that the brand adds to me more than I add to the brand. So I'm really thankful to Nissan, to choose me as the brand ambassador for Nissan Micra, and they've made some wonderful progress as since the time they've launched in India, and I'm just happy to be part of that family and to be part of that growth, in the sales of Nissan Micra.
Now, what was it like working on that Micra campaign? What do you think of the car itself? A lot of people now identify that car with you.
Well, like I said earlier, it's been wonderful, and yes, nowadays a lot of places I go to, people recognize me more for the brands that I do than the films I've done, and I think Nissan has really, pumped in, they've invested a lot in marketing the Micra car, and so the reach has been great. Hence, it also shows in the sales of of the Micra cars. But it's been wonderful. They've got some wonderful directors who have worked on it. We did a series of commercials with Anurag Basu once. I did a like a 3-minute musical with Ahmed Khan, which they had also tied up with Facebook, and got a lot of actors and people writing to them. So they're doing cool stuff. They're doing innovative stuff, and everything just adds up to the car being loved. I myself personally use the car. Nissan has been kind enough to gift me a Micra, so it's wonderful. It's wonderful to be part of a brand like Nissan Micra.
Now, having a limited edition car named after you, that's pretty special too, isn't it?
Well, it feels great. To be honest, it was a surprise to me also, that they wanted to do something like this. But to be honest, I still don't own that car myself. But it's wonderful, to have a Ranbir Kapoor special limited edition Micra. And it feels great. It feels like I'm getting more than I deserve, and they're being too kind to me. They've been kind enough to sign me as a brand ambassador, and now they're just, adding sweetness and joy to my life.
Okay, now the last time we met, we spoke about your Audi R8. Any additions to your fleet at home? And you've also, of course, got the bike connection going now with Hero. So perhaps any bikes that you may have added to the portfolio?
To be honest, yes, I'm also endorsing Hero, but and they've been kind enough to gift me a bike also. But as of right now, I still own the R8. I bought myself an A8 W12, and I've recently purchased the Mercedes G63 Jeep. So I'm looking forward to getting that delivery. It's coming sometime in Feb. But I'm actually going to be shooting in Chandigarh and Delhi, so I'm planning to drive down the car there so I can use it in those open roads in Delhi and Chandigarh and really make use of the car.
Now we see a lot of celebrities endorsing auto brands, but what's the kind of criteria you look for? Perhaps not just for auto, but the other spaces you endorse as well. What works for you when it comes to choosing a brand?
Well, I think it's basic. It's the things that products and brands that I can connect with. I can personally use. I have to have conviction as an actor in what I'm trying to sell. If I'm to be honest, I'm not doing brands for the money part of it. I have 7 endorsements now. That is Hero Motors, the Hero Motorbikes, Pepsi, Panasonic, Nissan, Lenovo Computers. I'm forgetting the other 2 right now, yeah. So I mean, these are products that I use. These are brands that I can connect with their with the kind of how they're projecting themselves, and I think they only add to my value, and they only add to my brand more than me adding to their brand. So I think these are the simple things that I look into before signing a brand.
Right. Now, how different is it working on an ad film compared to the big feature films that you also do, of course? Are there any inputs that go from your side as well, or do you just prefer to follow the script when it comes to making an ad?
Well, absolutely. That's my prerogative as a brand ambassador and an actor, that it's not dictatorship. We all are trying to do the best that we can and put out the brand in the best way possible. So yes, it comes from an agency when they come up with a script. But I've always made it a point to have various meetings before we shoot the ad film, so that I can gel with the director, the writers, the client. It has to be a marriage of thought. That's only when something good comes out of it. So I mean, that's the effort that we all put in. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And you also have to take a risk. You can't just play safe, and you can't just do things that other brands are doing. What's working for them. I think each brand has its own advantages and disadvantages, and you just have to play up to the advantages and kind of disguise the disadvantages.
All right, Ranbir, many congratulations once again on the big award win. Thanks for sparing some time for us today, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from all of us here at CNB.
Thank you so much, Siddharth, and wish all you guys a Merry Christmas and have a super year and party hard but be safe.
Great. So that was our brand ambassador of the year. It is time for us to slip into a short break here on CNB. We're back with plenty more. Stay tuned.
For the best brand ambassador, I mean, that's a bit of an issue. It's not in Hindustan, no, but Ranbir Kapoor, Nissan.
Hey folks, now the other thing I did promise you was that I will share some of the big winners with you. Now the Bajaj Pulsar 200 NS has certainly captivated the marketplace. A whole lot of you are big fans of it as well. And it is our winner in the 250cc segment, Motorcycle of the Year up to 250cc to be specific. And besides that, it also took some other big prizes. But before I give that away, and in case you haven't watched the awards telecast also on this weekend, let's also now show you the other thing which you got a little glimpse of on the program last week, and that is just how we set it all up. A massive setup, in fact, at the Buddh International Circuit. Pretty grand the way that whole ceremony turned out, but that means that there was a lot of work involved in putting it together. Let's give you a little glimpse, and Bala was there doing just that.
Behind every successful award show, there's most certainly one big fat team putting it all together. And this time the CNB team wanted to take the award show to the next level, quite literally. But just as we thought we were on track with the plan, dark clouds appeared out of nowhere on a dull Delhi winter sky, and the rain came down hard. It wasn't looking very good, and there were a few worried faces in the team. So D-Day is here, but the weather gods did throw some spanner in the works with some unexpected rain here at the venue last night, causing some delay in the overall assembly of the entire set. But really no worries, the team is in control of the situation and is doing a lot of overtime to ensure that everything is up and ready for the big night tonight. So fingers crossed, hopefully everything will go off smoothly and the clouds will blow away any chance of rain tonight. It also helped that the team was familiar with the overall logistics, given that this was the second consecutive year that the CNB Awards were being held on the Formula One track at the Buddh International Circuit in Greater Noida. I really can't think of a better backdrop for the CNB Awards than the Buddh International Formula One Circuit, which has really sealed its place in the Formula One calendar. And like any race, it's going to be a tight one to the finish for all the cars and bikes in every category. Meanwhile, all the cars and bikes had their share of fun on the track during the jury meet and were getting the much-deserved break ahead of the big night. And needless to say, it were the red Porsches that all of us had our eye on. And so one of them was placed rather strategically right in front of the stage just to take the glamour quotient up a few notches. Well, these are the real stars of the show, but the one that everyone will be watching out for will be the big one, the Car of the Year. Who among these will drive home with that specific honor? And as you can see, they're all getting ready for the big night ahead, and I can almost sense the excitement in the engines. And with everything in place, it was time for the team to squeeze in a quick rehearsal just to get the sequence in order. From lighting and sound to flow and timing, the hosts for the evening, Siddharth and Ira, went through the whole show. Well, the rehearsals have gone on pretty smoothly, and as you can see, the stage is all set for the Car and Bike Awards 2013. So start those engines and hope you enjoy the ride.
It's good to be at the CNB Awards. We have a long association with NDTV, with Siddharth, and there's no way we would have missed this one. And therefore we are here at this lovely venue at the BIC circuit. So look forward to the awards.
Actually, it's for me it's very great excitement for being here.
As I said, it's one of the more credible awards, and there have been so many awards. From a viewer's point of view, he's so confused, but this is one award that I think a viewer would give credits to.
I want to welcome all of you to the NDTV Car and Bike Awards, celebrating the very best from the automobile world. Lots for you to look forward to in the program next week. I know you're all wondering, what about the Viewers' Choice contest winners? We'll announce those names on the program next week, so something for you to look forward to. Merry Christmas once again from all of us here at CNB. Please wear your seat belts and your helmets. And you know what? Since it's Christmas, even Santa Claus has decided to update things, update his ride, for example. take a look at a slightly different kind of a Santa as well. From all of us at CNB, once again, Merry Christmas.
I got no job, I got no wife, I got nothing left to lose. I'm sitting here drinking beer, I just pay my dues. Snow is falling, it's freaking cold, join in the cheerful mood. Kids are sprawling, mom's mourning, dad's breaking loose. You know it's Christmas everywhere. Buy me a beer if you wanna share. It's the greatest season of the year. I got no job, I got no wife, I got nothing left to lose. I'm sitting here drinking beer, I just pay my dues. Snow is falling, it's freaking cold, join in the cheerful mood. Kids are sprawling, mom's mourning, dad's breaking loose. You know it's Christmas everywhere.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.